Yeah, should we do out of the box?
Oh, yes.
quickly?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. But also fill time because I need to pull it up because I forgot.
Sure.
Okay.
And there was a boy that
drive.
did that to me as well. The,
Didn't want people to know?
Yeah. I used to just be giving him hand jobs and feels. Yeah.
And he didn't want to know. He didn't want people to know?
Yeah. And
Why?
then
Did he have a reason?
I was a bit younger. I was 15 and he was 17. And he was also kind of seeing this other girl in his year. So
mine was a thing like that too.
Yeah.
I'm ready whenever you are.
yeah, sure.
Yeah, go for it.
A song?
She's the beatboxer.
Box. I don't know. I can't think of one.
No, it was perfect. It was perfect immediately.
I can't have it be fast. Maybe we'll be like, okay, wait. What's the like rhythm to slam poetry again?
Oh.
We're in the box.
Yeah, nice.
Box. Getting out of it, putting things back into it. But where does it go? It. What is it? Is it a compliment? Compliments the brand which brings us all together in Canada land, a land of people who write into us for out of the box.
Really good.
Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
You
Beautiful.
haven't slammed poetry in a while.
I've been really nervous.
Oh. I know I've said this before, but can we do a slam poetry night?
I would like to. I'd like to get back. I need to practice a little bit more.
Yeah,
Just
that's
other
fair.
things have been occupying my time, but
Really?
Very fair.
Other things other than slam poetry? That's insane.
I love
It's your
that
passion.
phase of yours.
I know.
And
Yeah.
I want it to come. I don't want it just to be a phase, Mom.
I know.
You know? I want you
It is
to,
mom.
it's not just a phase,
Oh,
Mom.
yeah. I know. I should bring it back. I should practice it. I should do one a day. I should do one a day.
Yeah, do one a day.
Yeah.
You guys give me a word every day
I
in
love
the
that.
in the chat,
Yeah.
and then I'll send one.
Perfect.
Okay.
Thank you. Done.
Yeah.
Easy.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's so easy.
Okay.
Just tick it off. Yeah. Just
Okay.
add it to your morning
Yeah,
routine.
yeah,
Okay,
I'll put it in my
Things
diary
you're
every
grateful
day.
for and slam poetry.
And
Yeah,
slam
yeah.
poetry.
Perfect.
Okay, we ready?
What is the vibe of this? Like a compliment or advice?
It's a question.
Okay.
Oh, but also a compliment.
Nice.
Oh, actually, really cute.
Okay.
Oh.
Do we know the person?
No, I don't actually think we do.
Anonymous.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anonymous.
Let's do it.
Okay. Although this isn't me venting or sharing a story, I have a question for the three of you. I've been watching the podcast since the 3rd episode, and I've grown so fond of all of you.
That's sweet.
Anywho, I was just they said anywho, not me. Though that is something I would say. I wrote this.
It's you.
I've grown so fond of you. Anywho.
I've been watching since the 3rd episode.
It's like not watching
you could not watch the first and second one. Oh, crap.
Anywho, I was just wondering. Oh God, I did write this. Anywho, I was just wondering, have any of you ever smoked marijuana? If so, do you guys like it or not? And what's your guys' funniest story of being high or crossfaded? If you guys
Crossfaded?
I don't know what that means.
Does that mean when you're
Drunk
drunk
and high?
Oh,
I've never heard
think
anyone
so.
call it that.
Me neither. If you guys do or have smoked before. Anyways, love you, ladies. So cute.
Whoever you are, Anonymous, I love you.
Oh,
That was real nice.
that was a really nice
Yeah, that
message.
was nice.
That made me feel good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I like
really
that
sweet.
a lot.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Please keep watching. Yeah, we've all done some marijuana.
Yeah, we have. I mean, it's BC.
BC buds, baby.
Yeah. I mean, it'd be hard not to smoke weed.
It would be really hard not to.
Yeah. It's
It's
really
everywhere.
hard for some of us not to.
It would be really hard for anyone not to
It's
most
really hard.
days.
It's really hard, okay? It's hard to not smoke when it's right there.
It's right there in front
my
of you. It's pretty
pocket.
cheap. A lot
That
of
I
people
bought
have
At the
it.
dispensary that I go to and I
Yeah.
give money to, it's really hard not to do that.
Really freaking hard. Yeah, we've all smoked a bit of weed.
Yeah.
I only recently have gotten into it though.
Yeah, do you want to talk about your recent experience of getting into marijuana?
Sure, I would love to, Amy. Thank you for asking.
You're very
Marijuana.
welcome.
Marijuana. Yeah, so I never smoked weed at all. And then when I moved to the UK, I smoked it every single day for 3 months. And then I stopped completely. And then
Why'd you stop?
just because I was smoking it so that I wouldn't have to feel feelings about the fact that I was having sex with a man who had a girlfriend.
Oh.
Yeah.
I feel like that would intensify my feelings. Like I would be like, oh, I'm so anxious.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, I'm wondering if it was maybe because it was like really weed. Like it was like weed that was mixed with tobacco. And so it kind of just like made me feel a little bit like
And not
calm.
only is the weed mixed with tobacco, it's also like the weed is like mixed with like oregano.
Oh, really?
Like it's crap in Ireland and England.
Yeah.
It's just scutter.
Like it did not, like it made me feel high, but like not, it just didn't feel like DC
Felt like a
weed.
little roast dinner.
I've smoked weed in England.
Oh, have you?
I've smoked weed abroad.
Dabbled. No, but you're right. It is not as good.
No.
Yeah. Well, and also I'd never had weed here. So anyway.
Yeah.
But I was just using it to like not focus on something else.
Yeah.
And then
Don't know what that's like. Never done that.
never done that ever
Never
again.
in my life.
Ever at all.
Nope.
And then here I did like a couple of times, but just like not really at all. But then over the last few months, I've occasionally been taking half of an edible.
Nice.
And I've been really enjoying it.
Nice.
Have you masturbated yet?
Yes.
Isn't it the best?
Wait, just generally.
Have you masturbated yet?
I have done it.
Or are you just all about the edibles now?
I have masturbated one time.
I just mean on edibles.
Yes, I have.
Isn't it amazing?
Yeah, I like, but
Great.
yeah,
It's fantastic.
I enjoy it. But I will say that it takes me a lot longer to
Come. Yeah.
Yeah.
But then,
But it's good.
but then the cum is
Good.
phenomenal.
Yeah.
It takes a while
It's
to
like
get
you
to.
keep loading the
bashful.
gun.
Yeah.
yeah.
And then suddenly it's like, pow! And a cannon goes off. Yeah. Nuclear war.
Yeah.
I didn't think I would talk about this.
Why? You talk about cum all the time.
I do not talk about cum
Yeah,
all the
you do.
time.
Yeah,
Why
you
are you
do.
suddenly
You're
so
a cum
cum
comedian.
shy?
Well, I'm a cum comedian, but I'm not a cum lady.
Come, my lady. Come, my lady.
You're a butterfly, sugar, baby.
What?
Like, I feel like I talk about cum a lot on stage, but do I talk about cum in life?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cum?
Yeah.
Sex, but not cum. There's no cumming.
No, there's coming.
Nobody's
I have
coming.
not cum
I wouldn't dare.
via penetration for many a moon.
Women can't do that.
No, that's true. I am a cum lady. Cum lady. That's so good. That's so
I'm glad you
fun.
admitted it after that 2 second
No, you're
period.
right.
Yeah, I'd be like,
I
I
do-
don't talk about. I am.
No, I am
I
a cum
am.
lady.
Yeah.
And I appreciate you calling me out for
Yeah.
that, or calling me in maybe. But yeah, because so the first time with the edibles over the summer, I took half an edible that my brother gave me, and then I went down to the beach and I got naked and I swam in the water, and it was the most delightful experience. By the way, just to be very
Came on a
clear,
rock?
my brother was not with me when I did that. And it was lovely. And then since then, I was like, maybe
Whatever
weed
you want to
is
do
not
on the
so
island
bad.
with your brother on edibles.
We do a lot
It's
of
none
Vancouver
of our
Island.
None of our
business.
business. Do it.
Between you two. And
Yeah.
God.
And the Lord.
The law.
What about you guys? Share, please.
Yeah, I smoked weed in college here and there, but it was crap. So I was like,
Mm-mm.
I'm not a weed smoker. Then I come here and I'm like, I'm a weed smoker. And the first week I got here, I went and met my friend and his girlfriend. And then we used to go out when we were like 19. So we smoked, they used to smoke like every day. I hadn't smoked in ages. So we smoke and I think I had like 3 tokes and I was
Oh, yeah.
spooked. I was oh man, I was so toasted. It was insane. So we were like walking along Kit, and then I just like started getting really in my head, and I was like, what if I say something weird about the fact that like we used to go out? And then I got so paranoid that I just stopped talking.
Oh no.
So then I was just walking in silence with them. I hadn't seen them in a couple years maybe. And then I'm just like, and then they left or whatever. And then I just really wanted noodles. And I Googled noodles near me. And then I just kept walking and walking along Broadway.
Yeah.
I
And
love walking when I'm stoned.
It was
though.
great. It was
Do you have
phenomenal.
music?
Yeah,
the
yeah.
best.
It was a great time. And then I did find somewhere with noodles, but I was so stoned I couldn't find the door. And I just kept walking. Then I found this Korean place and they didn't have noodles, but they
Pictured it
had
to
rice.
be somebody's house.
Like, cheap noodles in there. Can I come in, please? I'm very stoned. So we went into this Korean place and they didn't have noodles, but they had rice. And I was like, geez, I'm so stoned.
Close enough.
It's like, maybe if I get a glass of wine, it'll make me less stoned. So I'm just sitting there drinking wine, eating rice, and I wanted noodles. And I was like, what am I doing with my life? I was like, I'm so stoned in a place I don't know. And that day I walked over 30,000 steps.
Wow.
Yeah. because
That sounds like honestly a really good day to me.
Honestly, it was fantastic. Apart from
scary
the
to
fact
me.
that I was like, yeah, and I text like my friend's girlfriend. I'm like, I'm so sorry, I was so weird, and she was like, oh no, you were grand. Like, but I was like, yeah, no, I'm just not getting used to being stoned. But
Was it hard to get home?
I just kept walking. I walked from Kits to East
But
Van.
like you knew where you were going.
I knew it was a straight. Because I kept being like, I'll keep walking and then I'll get the bus. And then I was like, oh, I'll see if there's noodles down this bit. And then I just kept walking. And walked all the way from Kits over to near the drive, which is a long walk.
That's a long
Yeah, it
walk,
is a
baby.
long
But when
walk.
I was stoned and didn't know where, when you don't know where something, like it's not that bad. But
Yeah.
whereas if I kind of knew, I'd
Sure.
be like, "Jesus."
Yeah.
Yeah. But now I don't drink and I smoke weed. Yeah. But yeah, so there.
California sober, as they say.
California sober. Couldn't say that in Ireland. They'd be like,
What does that mean?
California
I
sober.
did
shut
a
up.
sober show the other day, and then I was talking about all of my stuff with weed, and then I asked them, I was like, oh, you guys don't drink, but do you guys smoke weed? And a bunch of people said yes, and I was like, you're California sober, and they seemed like offended that I said that.
Why?
I don't know, like maybe it's like, and I guess like, what do you think about it? I guess maybe how I felt, that they felt, it was not communicated to me at all, was that they thought maybe I was like denigrating their sobriety.
Oh.
You guys did that, like you guys harmonized. When you did that.
No, well, for me, yeah, I just always, and that's why I'm kind of careful about saying so. I don't say I'm sober. I just say I'm alcohol free or not drinking because people who are completely sober,
Yeah.
they have nothing that they
Yeah.
can escape their feelings from.
Yeah.
But the California
What
sober
about
thing,
going on like a sick run?
Nice.
What about the endorphins?
can
Sick
escape
ass
your
run.
feelings of it.
Back on the Tech Bro podcast.
Yeah, go for a run. Don't drink. The California thing, sober thing, I just think it's a bit of a lame term
yeah.
for me. Like, so,
Yeah.
Because then, you're like, oh, I just smoke weed, and
Yeah.
they're like, shut up.
Yeah,
But that's my
yeah.
own.
Yeah.
So that's my thoughts on it. Yeah. How about you? What's your weed journey?
What's your weed journey? Take us on a.
What's your favorite color? Yeah. While we're at it.
And what are you going to eat for dinner?
Green,
Oh,
ironically.
the devil's lettuce.
Yes. No, I've been smoking weed since time in memoriam. No, I've been smoking since like I was 17, I want to say. And then it became like an everyday thing in university. And then it stayed an everyday thing until like last year. So for like 15 years of my life, I was smoking weed every single day. And then I was like, I need to stop. And then I stopped for like 6 months, and then I started again. And then I stopped for like 4 months, and then I started again. And now I'm back on the weed. I don't know. I think I've come to terms with the fact that I have a compulsive relationship to weed where it's like, if I'm smoking, I need to be smoking all the time. Not like all day long, but like every day, And I don't know how healthy that is. I just rested my chin on the mic. I don't know how healthy that is for me. I don't know. It's really complicated, and I have a hard time even like talking about it really, because also like it's not really talked about. Like people don't really talk about having issues with weed. I feel like weed is usually seen as medicinal for some people. And so, yeah, it's just hard to, and I'm around people who are smoking all the time. And yeah, it's just hard.
I feel like in comedy, like it's kind of flipped now. Like a lot of people aren't drinking, but there's always people smoking weed,
Yeah.
Truly.
So it can be hard when you're like, you're right there.
And there's so many weed shows and stuff. Like it is really kind of ingrained in the culture almost.
And
of
like
stand-up.
so much of my escapism as a kid, like I couldn't sleep unless the television was on. And so like TV and watching television was such like a big way for me to like find peace in chaos, And then when I got older, watching TV became associated with smoking weed. You would smoke weed and then watch TV.
Yeah.
And so now in my brain, I'm like, as a way to take care of myself, I need to get stoned and watch TV. Like that's just a habit that's in my, and I can see it, I can see why it even exists, but I just have a hard time interfering with it and like actually creating better habits around it.
And when you take a long break and then you go back to it, is it always the same impetus in terms of going back, or like?
I think I'm always like, try it again. Maybe I can do it casually, Like every time it's like, maybe I can do it casually. Maybe I can just smoke like once a week or something. Or like the last time was around Just for Laughs when we were getting all those free weed drinks. And I was like, well, everyone's having a little weed. A weed drink, why not? And then it like just keeps escalating, you know? So yeah, it's hard. But I don't know. I feel like that's such like a bummer story because
not at all.
And but I do have a fun weed story, which you guys I think know about. That one time I took 750 milligrams of THC and forgot my own name and didn't know where I was or anything. And at that point I was smoking all the time, and I had taken this gummy, and then I'm sitting. I remember exactly.
Was it one gummy 750?
Yes.
Where did you get that?
It's called. And they sell like they also sell. I'm just realizing like we shouldn't out this company. Probably I don't think it's legal.
Oh, okay.
But
I couldn't believe
you guys
it.
should order from them if you do ever want, because it's like very affordable. And actually Dara used to work for them. Dara Turner.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I got some of those like offcuts.
Yes. Yeah. Remember one time he gave me edibles and it was just like one giant gummy, and I was like, how much THC?
One giant gummy?
Yeah, but it had all like melted together. And I was like, how much THC is in there? And he's like, I have no idea. And I was like, cool. Like as if I freaking care. I ate an entire 750 milligram gummy.
750 is crazy.
It's insane.
So
It's
were
insane.
you doing that as like a mission? You're like, I'm going to take this.
So when I was in Toronto, when I used to live in Toronto, I would take a pretty big edible and then I would go to concerts by myself and I would have the best time, like truly the best time. And so I was like, I want to recreate that here. So I started taking like a little bit of edibles and then going to like house parties, and I really enjoyed that. And then it was Christmas time and I had some time off, and I was like, oh, I'll just do like a big edible and then watch like something fun and eat Christmas cookies and whatever. So I buy the edible, I take the whole thing. I realized that I guess like those ones that I had taken in Toronto weren't 750 milligrams. They were probably something different. Okay. They were probably like 100. Like I'm sure they were still a lot, but they were not 750.
Yeah.
And this was 750 milligrams. Actually, I think I had left like a little bit. So I probably had like 700.
Okay, for the layman, me, can you compare that to like an amount of alcohol? Like I know the fucked upness is different.
Yeah.
But like, can you make a comparison?
Can you? I don't know.
I don't
Would it be like having a bottle of wine or something?
No, way more. I think it'd be having
more.
like a handle of like vodka.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like a
750.
70
Yeah.
CL. Yeah.
Yeah.
700 mils. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Because
Continue.
like even when I talk to people and they're like, oh yeah, I do so much, they'll be like 200 will be the most I'll hear.
Yeah.
750 is truly. Anyways, so I took it, and then I remember I also went outside and smoked a little joint. Yeah, because I like to feel like a little bit of like a kick, and so I had smoked a joint, and then I came back inside, and at the time I was watching these like the Hills rewatch. Like it was like the main girl from the Hill, one of the main girls from the Hills was rewatching the Hills and making a commentary about it with her husband. So I'm watching them watching a show, and then I was like, how meta is that? I'm watching them watching a show, and then I'm like, wait, what are they saying? I'm like, wait, are they speaking English? And then I realized I can't follow a singular thought that they're saying, and I don't know what's going on, and I don't remember where I am. I don't remember who I am. And then my boyfriend is playing video games in the background, like a war video game. So there's the sound of gunfire just behind me, raging. And then I hear him walking around. I'm like, oh no, like I'm gonna have to tell him that I'm like that I've like myself forever. Like I'm just gonna be like this for the rest of my life. And then he comes in and he's like, hey, how's it going? And I was like, good. He's like, are you okay? And I'm like, no, I'm not okay. He just sort of sat with me and then was like, I think I'm going to be like this forever. He's like, you're not going to be like this forever. When has that ever happened? Has that ever happened to you before? And I'm like, no. And he's like, why would it happen now? And I was like, you're right. And he was like, you're a THC queen. Like you've ingested so much THC in your life. Like you're going to be fine. I was like, I'm going to be fine. And I just had to sort of like sit and talk with him until I felt like more normal. I think I couldn't consume, I couldn't sit in silence and consume content. So yeah, I like just had to sit and chat with him for a bit, and then I felt better, and then I watched Paddington and it was fine.
Paddington.
Yeah.
But you were fine.
I was fine after, yeah. I mean, I was really high for several days after.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Several days.
Yeah.
How many days do you reckon?
I would say 3 or 4.
Wow.
Yeah. I was just like in a haze, you know?
Yeah.
But I had one time drank weed lube, which had a similar impact on me.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah.
You drank weed
Yeah.
lube.
Because I didn't have any weed to smoke. I have a problem with weed. I have a problem with THC.
Also, yeah, I didn't know weed lube was a thing.
Yeah,
what
that's kinda hot.
What
Weed lube. It's just supposed to, I don't know why I keep saying it.
Weed lube.
It's just a lube that has THC in it. So it's supposed to make your like body feel tingly.
Ooh, that's kind of fun. You
Mhm.
drink.
And I drank it.
I was like, what? My brain went for weed lube. I was like, what? You put it on like your genitals, and then the other person licks it.
Oh,
and
that's
then
what
they
I was
get
thinking
high.
too. That's also what I thought.
You mean for your own? Okay, yeah.
Oh, so it's like internally.
We would always, like when I used it, we would just put it on his member.
I don't know why that made me feel more sick.
His
than if
swollen
you said-
member.
His swollen member?
10 things I
staff?
hate about you.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. Turgent.
When she's typing.
Yeah,
yeah,
That is
yeah.
where my every time I hear
Yeah.
member, I just think of that.
Yeah.
Cat.
Yeah, cat. Yeah.
I have watched that movie so many times. You don't
I
even
want to watch
know.
it again.
I-
Heath Ledger
can we,
or
can
IP.
we be high and watch 10 Things I Hate About You?
Maybe I shouldn't be high. But
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, you shouldn't be.
Yeah, but I will be.
Okay.
I shouldn't be, but I will
when
be.
he shoots her with the paintball gun,
Oh,
and then they
stop.
kiss, and then he takes off the helmet, and his hair has paint
I
in
miss
it.
him.
I
Me
miss him so
too.
much.
Yeah.
Did you see the thing that came out recently that he wouldn't present? Was it, I don't know, some awards show. He wouldn't present it with Jake Gyllenhaal because they wanted them to like make jokes and stuff about Brokeback Mountain, and he was
good
like,
for
"It's
him.
not funny though.
That's
This is a
beautiful.
love story. It's
Aw.
not like a
Yeah.
joke."
No, I
Good.
didn't know that.
Damn it! Why is he dead?
Why is he dead? For
Drugs.
Matilda. No,
Is that
really?
his baby?
His baby,
Yeah.
yeah. Was it was drugs?
Yeah, he overdosed.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Cocktail of
750
stuff.
milligrams of THC.
And a little joint.
With Mary Kate Olsen.
Was Mary Kate Olsen there?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Oh, that's so sad.
Yeah.
Were they like in cahoots or just pals?
Like, do you mean like making love?
Yeah, I don't know why I said in,
In
cahoots. I think I was
cahoots.
so disgusted by member that my
Yeah.
brain went
Swollen
in
member?
cahoots.
Really? Member of all of the words.
Yeah, member and pussy. Ew.
Yeah, pussy's bad.
Yeah.
I've kind
Member, I
of
don't
gotten okay
mind.
with pussy.
Member, for some reason it like the visual that pops into my head is like a big old vein
Oh.
Oh.
on the member. I don't
VIP.
know why. Big important
Vein in penis.
Nice.
Vein in pussy.
Oh,
I'm
Oh,
sorry.
right, that's
I'm sorry.
no.
I'm sorry.
I actually hate that you said that.
I know you do. I know you do, and I apologize. Have a
Disgusting.
peanut butter M&M.
No, I will vomit. Because I actually hate veins as well.
yeah, me too.
I hate and also because I'm like freaking translucent, I can see like the blue in my.
Oh.
Yeah, I hate veins too.
I actually kind of like them.
Blech, blech,
I like
blech.
getting my blood out.
You like it?
Yeah.
I don't like it either.
Do you like needles? Like
I mean, I don't like them, but like when I was a kid, I used to have to get blood out all the time because they were diagnosing my hypoglycemia, and I always would watch, and the nurses were so freaked out.
Oh.
No, I couldn't watch.
I can't watch anymore, but when I was a kid, I loved it. I
Yeah.
thought it was so cool.
yeah, I always look away and I'm like, no, yeah, I'm grand, and they're like, are you okay? I'm like, I just don't, just just do it. Stop.
Yeah.
She's so not looking for it. Tomorrow I have to go because
Oh,
I lost
yeah.
half a tooth
Oh sugar, yeah.
from grinding so hard.
Oh.
And
grinding so hard.
it's not a good thing.
I know. I'm grinding so hard.
She went to a middle school dance.
grinding. And yeah, I have to go in and they, I guess, have to refill it, but that means another big needle in my mouth.
Oh, those
Hurts
needles
so
are
much.
so unpleasant.
Yeah, and you see them go right across your face. There's
Oh.
no way to
And
avoid
they've
it.
got that big metal syringe.
Mhm.
thing
Close your
going-
eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. I close my. Well, usually
There's
I'm
no way to avoid it. They have my eyes pinned open. It's actually pretty crazy. They
It's
want
a
me to
pretty
look at it.
weird dentist. It's
Look at the
Halloween
needle.
themed.
well, I usually am watching something.
Oh,
On your
right.
phone?
Yeah, you.
No, like the TVs.
Oh,
My dentist
Yeah,
has
your
TVs.
dentist is so fancy.
Yeah, it is fancy. It is
Mine
fancy.
does not have
I
TVs.
know that they're going to tell me to get masseter Botox, and I don't want to do that.
What's
Do
massive?
it. It's only $875.
It's
That's what I got.
yeah,
Oh, to loosen your jaw.
to just like I guess like that way I couldn't physically grind.
It truly did absolutely nothing for me though. Like I would not recommend it.
Yeah, and also I've heard that it like makes your jaw like kind of go in a bit, and I like my jawline, so I don't want to.
Beautiful.
I don't want to like
You're
mess
fantastic.
with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna do it.
Could you get a thicker retainer?
I have the retainer that hockey players use.
You gnaw through it,
and I just chew through it. I think I just need to change it more quickly, but yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I don't want to harp on, but just go to get Sujok, please.
Yeah.
For the love of
I need to
God.
do something. Or they're just going to start slowly taking out each tooth.
Or that.
That's a really good idea.
Those are your two options.
Yeah. And then I'll be a soup girl.
Ooh, soup girl.
Soup girl.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, my dad. I didn't realize, but my dad would never give blood, and we were always giving blood. And then we were like, "What is going on?" And then once I like picked at him a little bit, I was like, "What is it? Why aren't you giving blood?" And then it turns out he's afraid of needles.
Oh.
And I was like, "You."
Aww.
I was like, he's afraid of wasps.
Wait, so then
and
how does he
needles.
deal with his diabetes?
Yeah, that's what I said, and he was like, "It's a fight. It's only a small little thingy."
Oh.
But yeah, so and it's because I was like, how do you do that? Because you're a little pussy afraid of
Yeah.
needles.
You like it in that context.
Yeah, I like saying it as if like if I'm saying someone's
Pussy.
like yeah, but if it's like in any sexual way,
Yeah.
I'm like
Yeah, that's fair.
yeah, but apparently he's fine. So, but
That's good.
Yeah.
I have to go to the dentist for cleaning on Wednesday.
I feel like right now. I was
I
like,
have to
okay,
go to the
let's
dentist
wrap it
right
up.
now. And I have to get a needle, like just for cleaning, but I have to get a needle with the anesthetic because of how numb my mouth still is.
Yeah.
whoa,
Which is so freaking annoying.
the dentist here is insane amount of money
Oh, yeah.
Is it?
compared to home.
Yeah, you didn't know that?
Holy moly!
No.
Private. Because we're all private.
Oh, it's not private there?
In Ireland,
Yeah.
no, but
Oh.
we don't have to pay the money that I pay. I couldn't get over it, like
Oh.
the amount to just get it cleaned
Yeah.
and polished.
How much is it over there?
I can't remember off the top of my head, but the other day I was like doing a comparison,
yeah.
and it was like hundreds more here.
Really?
Yeah, I was
Well,
like, I
that's
should have
not
went
too
when I was
bad.
at home
Yeah.
because if you're not covered
Ooh.
here,
Go in Barcelona.
that's what I was thinking.
Because Europe is
Smart.
cheaper too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was thinking that.
Get all
I
your stuff
really-
in Barcelona.
Yeah.
I
Get a
sort of
haircut.
get low key turned on at the dentist.
Okay. Yeah.
I tried to joke about it, but people were like, whoa. Because like,
Like
they're,
horny,
yeah. Just them like
like
putting
rubbing
their
your clit.
It's
Go to
a
your
really
dentist. There's a
fancy
TV, and he
dentist.
touches your clit. Okay,
No,
Just
the
do it.
hygienist touches the clit.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He goes right in.
Right in. That's their job. Just the clit.
well, just like the fingers in the mouth.
Are you okay? Are you into that?
Yeah.
Fingers in the mouth?
Yeah.
Like choking? Like
No, I
Oh.
just like, he's like,
Fish hooking you.
Is
No,
that what
but-
it's called? Just like I thought it was a sex move.
Oh, nice.
But you know when guys will stick their fingers down your throat?
down your throat.
they
down
don't,
your throat.
they don't do that to me.
Oh.
They put it in my mouth, but not my like
Yeah.
in your actual like esophagus.
Maybe they just have really like, why are you sleeping with salad fingers? Like, just
I like rusty spoons. I like rusty spoons. I like when the red water comes out.
Sorry, continue. So they stick
your
their
boyfriend.
fingers in your mouth.
no. Now we have to focus on you.
Yeah. Down your throat is wild.
I didn't
Yeah.
ask for it.
You
and that's
didn't
even
tell them
worse.
no.
Well,
Oh, don't victim blame. Don't victim blame. This is bad for your career.
Were you asking for it?
no.
What were you wearing?
The issue is that I was wearing nothing, so I was asking for it. No, but he did it the one time, and then I was kind of just like, okay, whatever. And then later, when we were debriefing, I was like, what was that?
Debriefing.
Do you guys know what debrief?
No.
Get your files. So when you did this,
What do you mean
2
debriefing?
minutes.
Like
The
sometimes we'll be like,
AGM?
that was good.
That was good.
No, like
4 out of 5.
is he your dentist?
The post-mortem, like.
It's just your dentist on FaceTime.
You excited for tomorrow?
The hygienist getting ready to go.
Yeah, God,
The post-mortem, like.
No, not like just like okay. You have sex, and then afterwards you're lying there, and then one person is like, "Oh, like I really loved it when you did that thing."
We should have a meeting.
Well, it's like not a meeting; it's just useful for further occasions.
No, I know what you mean. I know
Maybe
what you
if
mean.
it's like
Thank
a
you.
newer person.
Oh, it is, of course, a newer person.
Yeah,
All of my people are newer people.
Okay, yeah.
And then I stopped seeing them.
Yeah.
Okay, bragger over here.
But so he stuck his fingers in my mouth, and then afterwards, during the debrief,
Can I just, sorry to
do you want me to do it to you?
No, I couldn't think of anything worse right now. Was
Right
it
now.
his entire fingers?
Yeah,
Why did you do that?
'Cause
Why did
that's-
you spread them?
because it's like on either side of my
Touching the
uvula.
tonsils. I don't get it.
What the hell?
Why do you keep sleeping with these people who want the weirdest thing?
What was the other weird thing?
Armpits.
Yeah, armpit.
Oh, same person,
And then the happy birthday.
different person. So into the mouth, and then afterwards, I was like, "Oh, that was like weird." And then he was like, "Do you like it?" And I was like, "Honestly, I don't think I want it that again."
Yeah.
But then he said, "Oh, I really like that." So now I
To
stick,
do it to him.
yeah.
to
So now
him.
I stick my fingers all the way down.
I think it's to say that he just did it, like his little claw in your throat, and then he didn't like say, "Hey, would this be okay if I put my little crab claw in your throat?"
He didn't just like jam them in.
Okay, he slowly
He
did it.
slowly
That's
crept
worse.
in.
That's worse.
Sleepy crawly.
I picture you also like looking around like what?
Yeah.
Side to side.
I was like looking like there was like a studio audience. Yeah, like I don't know. I also think like he just comes across as very sort of sexually experienced.
Okay,
And even though I have had sex before,
doesn't sound like it from that
doesn't.
sentence.
even though I have had sex before, he was the first person that I'd been with since my breakup. So really, I haven't had sex in like
Right.
2 years.
What?
Proper sex.
But you've had sex with other people,
No, but he was the first one that I had sex with
right?
after the breakup.
Yeah,
So like since then I have.
yeah.
But so like the first time he did that, I was kind of just like going with what he was
he
doing.
did the fingers the first time he
Yeah.
had sex.
That's weird.
That's insane.
But I think fingers in your mouth is pretty normal.
No,
like, I think
fingers
that's
in the mouth?
pretty normal.
Yeah.
In the throat.
Two
Yeah.
fingers.
What was the thing
either
that you
side?
said at the beginning of the podcast? Performing for other people's pleasure?
Yeah.
That's what I was doing,
Putting
I
your
think.
emotions aside.
Putting your
Yeah.
emotions aside to perform for other people's pleasure.
Yeah. Sometimes it's just easier.
It's
hey?
easier sometimes. And
Not in the long run though.
not in the long
No.
run. And if it, I think it's just also like it wasn't like it was like terrible.
Right.
I was like, this is like kind of a sexual thing.
Sex.
Yeah, I said it that way. I
did.
For a cum girl, I'm uncomfortable.
But you weren't before though. This is a new thing for you.
What? Being uncomfortable talking about this?
And any other episode, we can roll the tapes. You do not seem
do
uncomfortable
you think
at
maybe
all.
it's because I'm actually having sex now, whereas before it was theoretical?
Yeah, maybe
Maybe,
before it was
yeah.
like fanfic.
Yeah,
and
maybe it was
now-
fanfic.
Yeah, because you couldn't remember what it was actually like.
Yeah, and so I was just really horny
like,
and talking about it.
Yeah, and now you're like,
That is exactly what I'm like. That is exactly what I'm like.
and so now every time do you shove your fingers down his throat?
So I do not
What if he
shove that.
vomits?
Oh, sorry.
That's what he wants. No,
Ew,
disgusting.
imagine if you
Disgusting.
puke
Ew,
in
ew,
your
ew.
I've done worse.
What? Wait, I'll finish that question.
We don't need
answer.
to ever
Okay.
go back to it.
I want to
It's
know.
slow. It's slower. It's not shoving. It's like sort
Oh,
of
like-
you
Yeah.
know? So
Well, what
And
else?
then it comes.
What else would go in your mouth that you could vomit on?
penis.
Yeah.
You vomited on a dick.
Several times.
Wow.
Several times.
Several
Like
times.
full vomit.
Yeah, or like it gets on there and then I go whoop,
Oh.
swallow it back up.
Ooh. What about you? Have you ever
I've
vomited?
also
What else?
almost
Yes.
vomited into a vagina
Why? Why?
vagina
Why? Why?
because I was
Because vaginas are
hungover
gross.
and it was smelly.
It was smelly and it was like ugh.
Well, I just like this. It wasn't smelly. It wasn't smelly. It was just that
It was beautiful.
I was hungover.
Yeah.
I was still drunk. Let's be real. And it just didn't smell like we had gone out before. We
Yeah,
were
for sure.
dancing.
No
we were
shame.
sweaty.
No
yeah,
shame.
no shame.
Yeah.
No.
It just smelled like a vagina, and I just
Yeah.
wasn't ready to smell that.
Fair.
Yeah.
Fair.
Have either of you, and then we can wrap it up if we want. Have either of you ever like peed on someone?
No.
Okay,
But I
good.
would love to.
Would you?
Yeah.
Why? Tell me about it.
Just because it seems like an easy way to like make someone horny.
Yeah.
Like it involves very little like movement from me. I just have to be like raise my leg up and pee on you.
And are you going to be turned on by that person being turned on by your pee?
It depends. Like if they're like, I'm gonna be like, actually, I don't want to do it. But if they're just like really into it or something, and they're kind of like coy about it,
Yeah.
I'm fine.
Okay.
No.
Your face.
Look, there's a lot of Catholic guilt still in me.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah,
anything
yeah.
like a bit weird, I'm like,
Yeah.
oh God, that's a bit much.
Yeah,
Like,
that's fair.
Oh, yeah.
That's
but
fair.
I could.
Do you not have anything weird that you like?
No, I'm a good girl.
Are you? Are you a good girl?
I don't. I think what my weird is not weird.
Oh,
Like
okay.
thing because
like what? For example.
I don't even. I actually can't think of anything that's even slightly weird that I like to
That's
do.
fair.
Like a
Eating out, putting your finger in a bum.
yeah.
That counts.
But it's not
That's not
turning
weird.
her on.
That's not turning me on.
Oh,
I
it's
mean, the
not.
fact that they're like get a finger in my bum.
Sure. Or do you like that? Or having your
My
ass
butt.
eaten?
But-
Talking about my
my
butt?
Don't you like having your ass
I
eaten?
do.
We can bleep that
That's
if you
not
don't want that
weird.
public.
That's not weird.
Finger in your butt?
Eating your bum.
Oh, that's not
Well,
weird.
You know, I've never had
In
mine.
the year
You know,
2024.
No, that one
yeah,
guy
year
really wants
2024.
to.
Everyone.
Yeah, that's true.
Everybody's
Everyone's
eating
eating.
butt.
That's not
Everyone's
weird.
eating ass. Except
You still have it?
no, but somebody has expressed a lot of interest.
I think
Take them up on
Throat
it.
Boy.
Well, I will. Throat boy should
Throat-
eat my ass.
Yeah.
Okay.
If he wants to jizz in your armpit, he should eat your arse.
I agree.
And that's where we're going to end it off, ladies and gentlemen. When we come back, Danielle, you're going to have someone have eaten your butt and you're going to report back.
Yeah.
Okay, or behind the curtain.
There's something there now. Subscribe, tell your friends, leave us a good review.
If you get us 100 follows on one social media platform, I will do something. I don't know what I'm saying. Well, it's over now. Bye.
wow, goodbye.
Your face told me a lot about what I was saying.
I just was
I was
curious.
like, what?